La 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 la. La 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 la. She really hates him, it's really true.
Got it. Testing 1, 2. Are you here with me, Bonnie?
I unfortunately am here with you.
You're here with me, and welcome to My Wife Hates Me podcast. I will, God, I woke up with so much anxiety today. Every time I got to go on the road, like, not Poughkeepsie. I'm in Poughkeepsie this weekend, which is fine, but then I have to leave Monday to Vegas, and I mean, it's a long week. It's a great club.
But what is it that the anxiety is telling you?
It's telling me to slow down, relax, everything will be fine. That's what I'm telling myself.
No, but the anxiety is scared of what?
The further away from home I go, the more anxiety I get.
Why?
It seems like I have less control. Like, Poughkeepsie, I could just drive home or whatever.
So this control thing goes all the way back to your yesterday. You celebrated how many years sober?
37. Oh, I forgot to discuss that.
37.
37, almost 4 decades.
Yeah, amazing. So, but
and 7 albums. Go ahead.
I mean, you could pick up the 7 albums later.
Oh,
it didn't have to be.
Wait. There's a timeline that you set for me?
No, it's just that we were talking about something and you threw in something else. But
well, I don't need to be analyzed. But go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, then okay, go
no,
ahead.
Good.
No,
go
ahead. This is to me. Every third podcast is my anxiety.
No, I haven't. And that's bringing it on.
Okay,
you yelling. Okay. Don't yell at me.
Okay.
Nice and
I
calm.
wasn't yelling at you. I was doing an impression of you, which is my anxiety, my anxiety, my anxiety.
Not every third. It's been a while, but I get it. To make a point, you exaggerate a little sometimes, right?
So,
yes or no?
The analyzing would probably be helpful instead of just being like, well, anxiety again.
It comes and goes. There's
I know, but
reasons.
do you do anything? What is the reason that you're getting the anxiety? Is it going on the road?
You.
You're away from. Okay, so then I was going to say that's a control issue, which is also.
Was that my phone or yours? Because I thought I turned mine off.
You turned your phone off, but you didn't turn off here.
Oh no! Here's what I got to do. I got to put it on airplane mode. Airplane mode.
Going to be a huge fight. Okay. So
what's going to be a huge fight? Turn
today,
it on airplane.
I can already tell you're battling me. I'm just asking you a few fucking questions about yourself, your favorite topic. So.
Oh, that's a negative
is
dig.
it?
Yes, and you didn't bring me a coffee either.
Did you ask me to?
No, but hey, would you like? I left my cup right next to the pot.
What? Okay.
When you poured yours, and you see my cup.
This was poured an hour ago. Feel how cold it is. Okay.
That's okay. I don't need 2 cups of coffee with this anxiety.
Okay.
It's not a control issue.
No, because the way I understand it is that a lot of addiction is control issues. You don't have control, so therefore you medicate. It stems from the same place. So
there's all different reasons for addictions.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, you won't land on any one for yourself.
No,
you won't do any like searching.
Instant gratification people are addicted to.
You do have impulse control issues.
No,
control, once again, it's control.
No, I don't have impulse control right now. Last night I saw a nice pair of sneakers. I go, I'm not buying these. I like them. I want them, but guess what? I didn't buy them, so I don't. My impulse control is a lot better.
Yesterday, we're in the car driving. We're having a great conversation about something. I don't even remember what it was about. We were discussing something, which you don't like to discuss, but we were discussing.
Work. It was work.
And you get a call from an unknown number.
It wasn't
immediately
unknown.
Answers
I knew who it was. Once I answered.
There's no calling back. In your mind, it's like still 1974. There's no answering machines. There's no way to get in touch with somebody once they're called and they're done.
I've been frozen since 74.
I mean, it's like weird. You're like, oh, gotta get it. It's like, no, you don't.
I like to be. We're different.
No, it's not. No. No.
Yes. There's no right or wrong.
It's so rude.
It's not. You talk on the phone in my car all the time. Then when I'm talking, she goes, "Wrap it up."
Yeah,
But
we were having a conversation.
we could have picked it up later.
You came with me so that we could like hang out.
And we did hang out. We're having a conversation, and someone called. It was about work, and
Kind of.
kind of.
But then there was
listen. I got
endless small talk.
Yeah,
He knew the guy. What?
I haven't
Richard.
seen the guy. I'm sorry, it's running. I think this house has a major cold going on. I mean, mine's a lot better since I took those antibiotics. It was a guy I haven't seen in years. I like talking to these comics.
So then the guy was like, "Do you remember me?" And Rich was like, "Oh yeah, of course." Then they started naming, or actually they didn't. They started. What's the guy, the short one with the thing? He's from Mississippi.
I came up with the name.
Okay, it went on. That's why I was like, either we were having a nice time. Plus, I'm trying to tell you the directions on where to go.
Remind me to tell them what you did. Go ahead.
Oh, sure. You can go ahead. I'm not.
Twice yesterday.
What?
Well, go ahead, finish about
twice.
Yeah.
Then I wouldn't eat where you were eating?
No, I don't want to jump into that yet.
Anyway, impulse control goes back to control, anxiety control.
You try to control everything.
Take a look at it. I don't have anxiety about it. I don't have to look at it.
You don't try to take control of things?
Sure.
All right.
I want our lives to be better. I don't just let anxiety run.
It's not running my life.
Rampant in my life. If I got anxiety, as much as you got anxiety,
I suffer from anxiety.
I would,
GAD.
Number one, meditate 15 minutes a day, because it's been proven over and over and over again.
Okay, I'll start tomorrow.
17 years I've been telling him.
No, you haven't. You just started a year ago, so stop it.
Started a year ago?
Meditating.
No, telling you.
No, you haven't been telling me for 17 years. You just told me for a year since you started. And I walk in a room and, like, you can lay down and meditate, but you don't have to put your hands up like this. That's fucking TV meditation.
Okay, no, listen. I read a book that said if you touch your fingers together, then when you touch your fingers together in regular life, if you're having anxiety, this will actually just bring you back to like.
Oh, going like this?
Like, because it's if you do this while you meditate, then when you do this, right, calm, relaxed. So like,
Bonnie tries to brag every time she goes, I read a book. She like, I had a hangnail. I read a book on it. I read a book on psoriasis. I read a book on.
I didn't read a book on psoriasis. Birds. I did research on psoriasis.
I read a book on birds. I read a book on
when something is like, we live in a time that's so incredible and amazing that you don't need anything or anyone. You want to do something? Yeah. Look it up. Rich won't do it. He's gonna.
You have no idea how much shit I look up. You have no idea.
If you were gonna do
you sit in my room when I'm on the computer?
you go yes on Facebook and MSN or whatever.
I look stuff up. I read stories.
No, but
a guy killed a guy in Florida because the guy offered to buy his girlfriend a drink. I try not to read them, but fucking people are sick.
Yeah, that's why you don't read them, because there's nothing you can do, and it just gives you anxiety.
It's so much negative. No.
Yes, and negative gets negative going.
Can I tell you what Bonnie did?
Okay, so one more thing.
What?
Which I can't remember what else.
Stick your breast out like that.
That's why I was late. I had to put on a bra.
Why?
I don't know, guy. I really didn't have to because you can't see, but.
You want me to make it so you can see? I could lift the computer, tilt it.
No.
Do they
what?
Do they just do overhauls on computers? They'll do that, right? Like, just tune it up like a car. Can they do that to a computer?
Yeah, you drive it in, and then they go like this under it, and they fix it.
Do they?
You need an oil change on your computer? They'll do it.
Do they do?
I'm dumb.
I'm not.
I don't know nothing about computers. Why
You're
are you
such
asking?
an asshole because I don't bring it in. Either I get
Will
it.
they fix a computer?
No, do they do it? I didn't say
Or
fix
do you have
it.
to buy a new one?
You're fucking such an asshole. That's why nobody likes you.
Why would you like?
I said, do they do overhaul on them?
I mean,
Tune up, a tune-up. Have you ever heard of that? Do they do it? Yes.
Have
or
I
no?
heard the word tune-up?
Do they do it on computers?
Yes.
Have you ever had your computer tuned up
Yes.
and it worked perfect?
It was fantastic.
Then why do?
And
listen,
the last time I
then
took
why does everybody always go get a new computer if you could tune it up? And
well, because sometimes you can't because it at like computer. What do they last? Like 5 years? Tops?
I don't know. Some people have their computers all forever.
Well, they're not doing too much with them.
They have desktops. Some people still.
My mom has a desktop.
I mean, you could probably get a great Apple desktop, right?
I mean, if you're going to do some editing or something, yeah, and you got like a couple screens and shit, be nice.
Oh, I'm trying to relax my anxiety. Okay. Okay, let me tell you. Now, she'll see whenever Bonnie does something, she always figures a way to rebuttal and get out of it. But sometimes people know
You want to screw?
just okay, Carrot Top.
He's a billionaire.
He's a nice guy. I did Tough Crowd with him.
Is he trans?
No, why would you say that?
Oh, because he has like permanent makeup and stuff, and he has long hair.
I don't know. I did Tough Crowd with him years ago.
I wasn't saying it in a way that was. What are his pronouns?
My friend who opens for him, I play golf with, who I'll see next week in Vegas, and he's opened for Carrot Top for years.
Oh, there's some
impulse
control.
Oh, really? Because that's you're.
Well, this is it. You're doing a podcast, and you're like this.
I didn't do that once.
You did.
It's Elizabeth Exaggeration. Too bad you can't come up with a better name before Exaggeration. Oh, you know who emailed me yesterday to congratulate me on 37 years? And I said, how you doing? Emily Tarver. Remember Emily?
Oh, yeah.
She was nice. We liked her. So, like when Bonnie does something, she'll talk her way out of it. But folks, I
don't even know what he's going to say because I have one incident in mind that I know for sure I'm not wrong about. So
yes,
is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, we went.
Can I tell it? Can I tell the story? We went to return Bonnie's to Sherlock Holmes and hunting jacket, or no, her equestrian. She buys some of the coolest clothes. There's no in between. It's either cool or completely like, are you fucking ridiculous? Talk about impulse control. Whoever bought those two jackets had no impulse control. So one was like.
So I ordered them online and then I was returning them to the store.
You know, she bought a kitchen table, which is nice, but no research. I do research before I buy stuff. I do online. She doesn't, but that's okay. She has no impulse control.
Like that kitchen table? It's cute.
I like it a lot, but then when
did
you read
save any money, did any of your money go towards that kitchen table?
Yeah, my time putting it together. Time is money.
Okay, so we put it together. I thought it was
it's a beautiful
team building exercise.
It's a beautiful table.
You look at it as a problem, but
I don't say it's a problem. I said it's a beautiful table, but the reviews were not good.
True.
And because they crack. I wanted a wooden table. She decides, let's get a glass table.
It's wooden with a glass top, but I didn't know I didn't know it was glass top.
That's because she didn't do research.
Okay, you got me on this one.
I'm not trying to get you. I'm just saying
you go ahead with the
So we were in this strip mall returning two of the ugliest jackets on the planet.
Okay.
And when she walked in, they go, "Oh, we knew you'd be back." Everybody returns these. I wasn't there.
They didn't say that,
but they were thinking it.
I went in. I said,
"I didn't know
your
you
clothes are beautiful. I apologize, but they just don't look good on me."
You said that?
Yeah.
What was the name of the store?
Banana Republic.
Isn't that a kid's store?
No, it's not.
What's
it's like it's like a higher end Gap, I guess.
Yeah. So it was like all these restaurants, and I saw a Middle Eastern restaurant, And I know Bonnie loves that because when we go to the cellar, she always gets a Middle Eastern platter.
But that's
or
because that's only
falafel,
like
or falafel.
vegetarian thing. Okay, go ahead.
I go to, would you like to go in there and eat? She said yes. So now I'm thinking, hey, we're going to go in and eat, sit down together, keep enjoying our day. As we walk up, we park the car, walk all the way over to the place.
Oh,
What? I'm doing
all
like,
the way over. It was literally like, I mean,
we walked up.
it was like 4 steps.
No, whatever. We parked the car, walk all the way over to the place, walk in the door. I'm looking at the menu, and Bonnie, as I'm looking.
No. As we walk in,
Where-
I see what kind of place it is.
You knew what kind of place it was, Middle
I
Eastern.
didn't know that it was the kind where it's basically make your own salad bar kind of a deal with some falafels.
Yeah. And then she goes,
So like pick your base.
yeah.
You know.
And she said,
and
I don't
said,
want to eat.
Oh, because I had done the night before, for dinner, I did a make your own salad bar where I chopped up
So we know
so
you,
many different things.
So we know you like make your own. We know that.
Okay,
So wait,
but
you made one, so you can't use that.
okay,
when you
listen.
walk.
So there was a lot of chopping and mixing and da.
Delicious
It
salad.
was right. Everyone likes
Perfect.
that because you get to pick your own things. Make
I
your
put
own
shrimp
salad.
in mine. It was excellent. It was
Okay.
a good. And I got to eat more salads now because I made a total decision last night that I'm going to lose 15 pounds by June 30th because you look good, you feel good. You ever hear that?
Yes. Okay, that's fantastic. We're happy for you.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
take
write-
out all the food that's hidden in your room.
There's nothing in it. I ate it last night before I decided that.
Oh, okay. Then you decide. I always decide to go on a diet when I'm full. It's like the easiest thing in the world.
I have a piece of pound cake in my backpack that I got from the United Club.
This is the problem. Can I just tell you what your problem is?
Is
That you like free stuff so much, and it's like these two warring things where you're like, I need to get the free stuff because I love free stuff so much, but I don't want to get fat. But I mean, you also love eating, but it's hard to say no to both things.
Do I love paying for things and buying things too?
I'm not calling you cheap. I'm saying you love free things, which a lot of people do. Okay, you love free stuff. So if you're gonna get a meal at a comedy club, you would not go get a better, healthier meal that you had to pay for before you went there, because in your mind you're like, no, I'm getting a free meal there. So even if they have unhealthy food,
Oh, you got to hear what I
you'll
ate.
go get the free food, and it's.
I'll get back to.
I'm just saying,
I like.
pay for the thing that you want, which is
I would have
thinness.
wanted a pound cake.
Weirdly, you have to pay to be healthy. You have to pay more money in order to be healthy.
Okay, I'll get back to the falafel place. Anyhow, I worked Go Bananas in Cincinnati.
Put a pin
Sunday.
in that falafel place story. Wow, it gets good.
It leads into other
I
things.
screamed at one point. Remember, I was outside. I was like, ah. But that was because
Yeah.
of the thunder.
I did Columbus, this club, The Attic. It wasn't packed, but it was a cool little, you'd love it. Like there was like, it was decorated with like different pictures from garage sales or thrift store. You know what I mean? There was one picture frame with no picture in it hung up. You know, it was like a cool place. You know, the stage was cool. It was set up. Cool place. The club, it's called The Attic in Columbus. It's going to do well, I hope. And the owner was great. I mean,
Is it just new?
yeah, I think it's like 4 weeks old. You know, I think I was the third headliner there.
Okay.
And the owner was so cool. He was from Boston. We went out to eat twice, and I was going to go pay. He paid both times. He was from Boston.
Well, that's just
No, he
the
was just a
icing
good
on
guy.
the cake.
No,
Did you
first of
have
all,
cake?
I'd rather have cake without ice cream. That's why I have a piece of pound
No
cake.
icing.
Yeah, I'd rather have
Oh.
cake with no icing. Icing is
I
where
thought you said ice cream.
all the sugar is in a cake. That's why pound cake is good. There's no
You never
icing.
made a cake, have you?
I don't
It's a
think so.
little bit of flour and then butter and sugar
Yeah, but the icing is pure sugar
and butter.
and butter.
This is how you make a butter icing. You put like a pound of butter and a bunch of sugar.
Is that me?
It's not my computer.
Well, I turned my...
Yeah, but you didn't turn it off on your computer.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. It's too late now. That's a little something you can Google.
So I got to Google. Oh, I know what I got to do. I got to take my car. I don't know how to set my radio. Anyhow, so...
Wow, this is a really exciting one. We're really hitting on some good topics.
A lot of good topics. So I worked in that club Friday and Saturday was good. Then Sunday I worked Go Bananas in Cincy, and I had a fallout with the guy. I don't know why.
What?
I had a fallout with the guy that books the room years ago at Go Bananas in Cincy, and then
Is that what people say now?
What?
Cincy?
Cincinnati, yeah, Cincy.
Oh, I had never heard it called Cincy before.
Yeah, because you're from Canada. They call it Cincy. What do you think they call it?
I don't know why you'd be so angry.
Why do they?
Somebody just said, I didn't know they called it Cincy.
No, you
go, because you're from Canada.
No, you go, that's what they call it now? Oh, like what do they call Philadelphia? What do they call Philadelphia?
Philly.
Okay, Philly. That's what they call it now? That's what you did. Same with Cincy. And admit you're wrong. And I'll move on.
I'm wrong.
So, Jesus.
I never heard it called Cincy before. And you honestly don't seem like the kind of person who would continually say something like that. It seems too hip for you.
It's not hip. It's Cincy.
It's like something that I would say that you'd be like, why would you say that? So that's why I brought it up. I'm sorry.
So I'm doing...
Sorry I misjudged you.
Sunday night in Cincinnati. And I had a fallout with the guy. I even remember texting the guy, I think you're an asshole, but I want to work your club type thing. And I could find the old text.
No,
but so I went in.
Really,
I'm surprised.
Painting you as a wonderful human.
No, back then, I sometimes.
Oh no, now you're different. Now that you've thought about meditating.
Oh no, a lot of club owners. I'll tell you. Remind me to tell you the club owner.
You still have anxiety?
Yes, about Sandman Club. Let me tell you this.
I don't want
to. I got to tell you these stories. They're good stories. They're fucking crazy. These club owners. Anyhow, I sent him a baddie, and somehow he goes, yeah, he can do Sunday night. He lost interest in me. I think also, too, back when I worked there, I got a lot of money, and maybe they didn't make enough money. I don't know. The club seemed always full. Anyhow, so I went in, I talked to him, good to see. I apologized. I said, look, I'm sorry for the text and whatever. And he goes, what about when you trashed me on radio? I go, I trashed you on radio? He goes, yeah, you said the guy that books Go Bananas is an ass or whatever. I go, I didn't use your name.
I kind of remember that.
No, you don't. Why would you remember that? Do you?
Because I remember saying to you one time, like, don't trash people, and you go, I never do. I never trash people.
No, I don't trash comics. I can trash club owners. So anyhow, I did
I guess
Bananas.
It depends on the day.
I did Bananas, and it was good numbers. I made good money. It was great crowd, a lot of fans. It was just because Friday and Saturday was late because it's a new club.
Also, that you don't trash comedians.
No, usually not
you
publicly.
Always do.
Not publicly. Nope. I have to do this.
Oh my God! I
No one saw it. It was off camera. So, anyhow, usually when you go on the road,
I try my best. I really do. I want to love him. I
sing that song. I did my best, but I guess did my best. But I guess my best wasn't good enough.
I guess my best wasn't good enough.
I
don't know.
Fucking idiot.
I don't know the song.
It's Barry White. Want me to play it on my radio?
No, I want you to finish your dumb story without hawking and looking and sniffling
I did my best,
snorting.
But I guess my best wasn't good enough. Because here we are back where we were.
Okay, you know what? I think the sounds of you spitting into the garbage were actually more melodic than what you're doing right now.
Oh, melodic. No one's in the history of life used the word melodic. Most people say, I think you sounded a lot better. But
why do you want me to be like everyone else? Why is it
because
that you hate
everybody
anything
else
that's like a little bit interesting about me?
No, I think you're very interesting. I said that.
I'm not
in my
allowed to
post.
say the word melodic. Oh, you have no control issues. No, you're fine. You're good. Nothing to do with control. Why would you marry me if you
Because you're.
wanted someone who never used a,
You didn't
a
use those kind of
three-syllable
words
word?
back then. I went into your hotel room. There was a mess on the floor. And wherever we were, I go, this girl's cool. Like she didn't even pack or put any. It was just a pile of her clothes somewhere, wherever we were, Vegas, I don't know. But she was cool. I'm going, this girl's cool. Then all of a sudden she morphs into. She went from messy on the floor. I mean, she's still a mess. Hold on, I want to get rid of my anxiety.
I'm still a mess.
You still, yeah, in your room, like if you open your closet.
Okay.
One of my sweatshirts I couldn't find once. Then we found it in her closet under a pile of, that's where Rainey gets it from. You say she gets things from me. She gets that kind of stuff from you. Like you'll clean the house, but you'll push everything.
Amazing.
So
Very, very controlling. My closet's not safe.
So usually when you go on the road, Friday and Saturday's great. Sunday stinks. You don't even want to do a Sunday.
I hope you get this story done because it's
Yes.
definitely the most interesting thing we've ever
Well, if you
done.
quit cutting me off.
All right.
So
I mean, I know.
I'll get
I
to
know.
the
Okay,
point.
I'm going to stop talking right now. And if you have to go to the bathroom or anything, now is the time to do it. I'm just saying
It's a good story.
there's going to be no great ending to this. It's going to just.
Okay, want to bet? Want to bet me?
Okay, let's go.
So usually when you go on the road, Friday and Saturday's great. Saturday is really great. Then you do Sunday and it's like, oh shit. Sunday, it's not the numbers that Saturday were. It's kind of a letdown if you have to do a Sunday. Anyhow, last weekend, Friday and Saturday were okay because it's a new room, but Sunday was great. The fucking audience was on fire. This radio host, Kid Chris, came down, who I had a little resentment to, but I let it go. He has a radio show there. He has a radio show. And I go, promote me. He goes, I can't promote you because we promote another club in town. And I get it, but I've done call-ins and stuff with him for years. I mean, the best radio. And I'm going, all the stuff I've done for him. But then I got the fact, look, his hands are tied. But he came down with his wife. And I didn't get to see him till after the show. Then 2 friends. So Sunday was great.
Who's 2 friends? Sorry, I didn't mean to
He
interrupt.
brought 2 friends of his. And I mean,
You got them all in?
yeah. Oh no, he bought tickets. He texted me and goes, yeah, I bought tickets. And I didn't write back, hey, I would have taken care. It was too late. Anyhow, I slaughtered on stage, and I didn't do a lot of crowd work because I wanted a guy. I haven't worked there in years. I did some. I mean, just fucking slaughtered. And I ordered, and this is the only negative for the evening. I ordered a Beyond Burger, which, clubs don't have a lot of food that I'll eat. Matter of fact, that afternoon when we were driving from Columbus to Cincinnati, I don't know why, like once a year I get the urge to go to White Castle. We stopped there and I got 2 Beyond Burgers and fries.
My God, why is this a good
So,
story?
listen-
Please explain to me why
Well, here
men
comes-
say women don't tell good stories.
Yeah, it's a good story. I don't say women. I never,
You're giving
never
us-
in my life did
you're
I ever
giving
say.
us detail. I just said men always make jokes.
No,
about
well,
women.
don't categorize
No,
me.
because you're one of us. The
I'm one of the
crazy-
women that tell bad stories.
Yes.
Can I finish
Isn't it
with it?
crazy though that you just told us a side story about what you order sometimes?
Can I lead into the finish?
Sorry, you're right. I wasn't supposed to interrupt, but it was.
Then let me remind you. Then I'll tell the other story and get back to.
God, no!
yes. Wait,
not
wait,
another story.
Wait till you hear this.
We cannot. Okay, go. Please, get it done.
So there wasn't a lot of food, but they had Beyond Burger.
Oh my God, we don't hear this part.
They had Beyond Burger at Go Bananas. So I go, oh, can I have a Beyond Burger? And the waitress, I
You said it
recognize
like,
her.
"Ooh, Sorry.
And I gave her a $10 tip. They deep fried it. They didn't have a grill. And I go, is this deep fried? And the guy goes, yeah. I mean, it's not their fault. They don't have a grill. I ate it, but a Beyond Burger is not the same deep fried. It's like the whole idea of Beyond Burger is semi-healthy, even though they're not healthy.
Rich, is this the end of the story?
It was deep
Oh my
fried.
God. Oh, perfect.
That's the end of the story. I always have a bing at the end of the
It's
story.
insane. If you're just back from the bathroom, you missed nothing. As I predicted.
That's not true.
The end of your
The whole story was interesting.
Your big story was that they deep fried a Beyond Burger.
But I was saying about I made amends. The show turned out well. I haven't worked here in years.
What stories are?
Yeah, beginning, middle, and end. And there was a beginning. We didn't get along. Middle, I made amends. End, deep fried.
Got in a fight again about the deep fried.
No. I didn't bring it up.
Take the burger and throw it at him. Go fuck yourself.
I ate it.
I forgot I have to have a mic.
I ate it, and it gave me kind of a stomach ache.
You're giving me a stomach ache right now.
Now.
Oh, no.
Wait, you got to hear this.
Do you know what's
story.
amazing? Like, do you ever look over at me and go, she never tells stories? I wonder why.
You tell a lot of stories.
Why is that? Why do you think?
Because my stories are intriguing.
No, it's because you never shut the fuck up. You never turn around and look and say, hey, what happened with the whatever and the da-da-da-da?
I will.
Or what's going on with your life?
Oh, you didn't start off with the anxiety and all that? What was wrong with me? You're the doctor and I tell the stories.
No. It's because...
Oh, that's what we should call our new podcast. The Doctor and the Stories. Right?
No.
Anyhow.
You don't even let me do it. It's
do
all
let
I
you
can
do.
add because it's always about you. So all I can add is
That's
what
not
you're. It is like I'm a therapist, but with a client who doesn't want to have any therapy done to him. He's like, no, I just want to tell stories, and I don't want any kind of like response to them. Or,
Yeah, I do, because you don't give good response. You always say, oh, that's your story? Yeah, it's a good story. That was a good story. Well, here's this story. And tell me if this is good or bad. You can rate it.
Bad. I already know. I know from past experience.
No,
Not good.
I get a call, let's say 5 months ago.
Okay.
This comic who I love, great guy, Mark Riccadonna. Have you ever met him? Nicest guy in the world. I've done his podcast. He hustles.
What does he order at White Castle? Is that important to the story?
No. So he's working a club in Norfolk, Virginia called Sandman. He calls me with the owner there. And the owner goes, he would like to have me work there. And then the owner goes, maybe you and Bonnie can do it. I go, well, we don't go on the road together because one, they can't afford us. Anyhow,
Two,
we have
I don't know
separate
if you know
careers.
about our podcast, but she hates me.
Oh, that's not nice. So he goes,
That's
yeah.
the name of our podcast.
He goes,
Are
yeah,
you just figuring this out?
I would love to have you come down. So throughout the months, I email him, can we put this together? Can we do this, do that? He goes, I'll get back to you. The whole, whatever. Then there's an agent that books the room. Linda books the room. So I write to Linda, can I do this club in Norfolk? And she goes, I'll talk to him and do whatever. So no response. Then I write to her, I go, look, the guy contacted me to work the room. I never contacted them. I didn't even know the room existed. All right. And then I said, then the guy goes, I never contacted him. And I called Mark Riccadonna. I go, did you and a club owner, didn't you guys call me? And he said he wanted me to work his club. And Mark goes, yeah, 100%. So I didn't do it, but I was going to do it. I was going to write to him and go, look, whether I work your club or not, which obviously I'm not, it's not going to change either one of our lives. But I'm not fucking nuts. You did call me. So these fucking club owners, some of them are fucking nuts. The comics are nuts, don't get me wrong. But these fucking guys are nuts. All right? Don't contact me and then say you didn't when I have the guy that was sitting next to you when you did it. They called me. So you know what? I'm not going to say anything negative. I hope your club lasts. I hope it's a great club.
You really would get that mad about that?
Well, it's basically he's calling me a liar. He's saying
He doesn't remember. Maybe he's a drug addict or something.
Well, it's still he's
Listen,
calling.
it would be irritating to me. It would be very upsetting
he said
to me.
To the booker,
would I have to tell myself not to spite his entire family and his club? No.
I just said I hope his club
that's a
does.
weird thing.
He even told the booker, he goes, no interest. I mean, he never contacted you. No interest. Fine. But don't make me try to seem like I'm crazy or an asshole. You're the one. Mm-hmm. All right. And
that happened with Joe Rogan. He told me I was talking to him at the club. He was like, you should do my show. I said, I want to. And then when I reached out to him, through someone that we know together, he was like, I never said that.
Well, maybe he didn't remember.
Well, this is the exact same situation. Did I go on a rampage and say Joe Rogan I'm not nuts? This is crazy. How dare you? I saw him several times after that. Did I ever bring it up? No, I did not.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, it's.
I have email
proof. Why
is
it different?
Because I have email proof that the guy emailed me saying.
But why? I'm not lying about the Joe Rogan thing.
No.
So why? Tell me exactly why.
Because Joe Rogan did not say to you, "You can never do my club."
He might. I don't know.
No, he didn't say, "I don't have no interest," because he does.
He might have said that.
He likes us. He likes you.
He likes you.
No, he likes you too. He probably likes you. He probably likes me personally better, but you, comedian, podcast-wise better. You know what I mean?
No,
he likes our podcast, and you are funny on our podcast. So whatever. So he never said.
Matter.
But he never
came. Supposed to be a discussion about.
But he never came back to you and went, "No interest."
Well, he basically he did.
No.
Yes, I didn't read between the lines. I didn't ask further questions. I didn't even. I just said, "Oh, that's
I bet you
weird."
if you went down there and set up, you could go on there. He would love to have you. I bet.
No, it's
because
not
you're
about
interesting.
that. It's not about that. If I want to go on Joe Rogan, I'll reach out again. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. I'm trying to say to you, like, it's not worth your time.
That's why I didn't. That's why I didn't email. I let it go. I'm just telling you the story. If it would drove me nuts, I would have emailed the guy and go, "You're fucking crazy. You did call me," but I didn't. So I let it go.
Well,
but
you
I'm
didn't
just
let it go because you're talking about.
I'm just telling the story of what happened and how I grew and let it go.
Oh,
look at the positive in it. I didn't write.
It is hard to see that you grew by having to tell yourself not to kill his entire family. Like,
oh, I forgot. It's Elizabeth. Exactly.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
All right.
It's like you're like, I'm not wishing harm on his club. It's like you had to tell that to yourself.
Yeah, I want positive things. I don't want to be negative. I could sit all day, and there's clubs I love and club owners I love, and there's ones I dislike.
Go through the doors that are open to you, man.
I know. And I could sit all day and go, wow, you pretend you were my friend. Speak of loyalty, you know.
Oh, my God. This one I know.
Oh, what? In Philly?
Why would you give that much information?
First of all, it's a big city.
Well, let's talk about your friend, a friend of the show.
Can I finish my other story and then we'll talk?
Well, you have one more?
Well, I never finished. So we walk into the restaurant yesterday after we leave the car.
This is the restaurant story.
We parked the car.
They know what's happening. They already know.
We parked the car and we get in there and Bonnie goes, I'm not going to eat. And I'm like, fuck, I'm halfway down. I'm not going to turn around.
There's no line. There's not one other customer in the store.
Yeah, and I said that to Bonnie.
He had not yet even read the menu.
Yeah, I was reading as I walked in.
Okay. So I just said, I said, because I have all that salad stuff still at home, I'm just going to make myself a salad when I get home.
But you could have had something light. You could have had lentil soup or something.
Whatever. I wasn't hungry.
Then why'd you say, let's go in?
You said I want to go there. I was like, yeah, okay.
I said,
you just came with me to one of my things.
I didn't say I want to go. I go, do you want to go there? Well, shall we go there? But that's okay. I had a falafel.
And
but
then
to top it off, then we go home.
And he was
and-
angry at me the whole way
No,
home.
I wasn't angry. Don't exaggerate. I just knew what kind of person you are. And then Bonnie comes up to me. You might as well open a club in Norfolk, Virginia. Bonnie goes, "Do you want to go to the gym? I'll go with you to the gym." Okay. Do you want? I'm surprised Mark Riccadonna wasn't there to fucking witness
Okay,
it.
but then I
Do you wanna
got,
go? And
but
then-
then I had an assignment that I had to get done.
No,
I
that's
forgot
not what
about.
you did. You said I have to meditate.
I know, but I just finished, had to very quickly write this thing, and then it exhausted
Well, you could
me.
have said. So I get all prepared, ready to go to the
I
gym.
thought you were going to go to whatever you had to do,
I went
then
to
come
Lowe's.
back and get me, and I would have been done my meditation at that point. And
I had to go to Lowe's, which is across the street from the gym. I'm not going to drive all the way to Lowe's, come all the way back home, and then go all the way back. To the
Okay,
gym.
well, I didn't realize that.
But anyhow, so she bailed out of the gym too,
I worked out at home.
Yeah.
I did a really good workout.
and I did a good workout. And then she made me watch a movie that was the most depressing movie. I mean, there wasn't a good feel-good part.
Great filmmaking, though.
Oh,
Really,
enough with your
really
good filmmaking. How hard is it to aim a camera? So
Why are some movies good and some bad then?
the other person doesn't know how to aim a camera.
Do you
There's-
really think that's what art is?
No, but I mean editing and
It's good filmmaking.
Yeah, a good shoot. The guy knew how to shoot, just like a good photographer. Good picture, bad picture. Yeah, because the person knew. how
Oh,
to
that's
take it.
the same with comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, good comedy, bad comedy. Yeah,
Yeah. There's no kind of like X factor or anything. Either you tell your joke, and you don't tell your. If you get up there and don't
No.
tell your joke, then you're a bad comic.
No, there goes a lot into being a good comic.
Oh, but not about what about filmmaking? No, that's just pointing a camera. You're
No.
insane. Stop
I didn't
it.
say just pointing.
Stop
but you
Stop
stop
it. I'm not listening to you anymore about your bullshit. You're pointing a camera. How hard? I kept saying, isn't this great filmmaking? You're like, how hard is it to point a camera?
And they kind of stole the concept. Remember?
First of all, it's a remake.
remember the other movie?
It's a remake. So
Remember the other movie we watched about the war where they were in the trenches, the whole movie, pretty much?
yes,
That's basically, they stole that idea because there was a lot of trenches in
wasn't
this
it
one.
a?
Dunger or something, or bless you. Not even a real sneeze. It's not even.
Excuse me.
Oh my God, just sneezing and whatever through
Sorry.
the podcast.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you going to say now? I told my stories. What would you like to tell?
I would say 2 thumbs down on both stories,
Okay, well,
or all 3 stories. Ooh, I feel dizzy. And
remember when you fainted and your head busted open?
yeah,
That was scary. I had to cancel.
I go, my husband's outside in a convertible.
Do you know I was supposed to work in improv in Texas, and I mailed down a whole box of CDs, and then I canceled because I wasn't going to leave you alone after you busted your head. Then I worked there years later, and the CDs weren't there.
They threw him out. What are they going to do? Keep Rich Voss's CDs?
They might have sold them. So what's the next story you want to tell me?
No, I just wanted to congratulate Bobby Kelly,
Oh, Bob, yeah.
friend of the show.
Art show? Creator of art show.
Oh, yes, true. Forced us to do this.
I know. He had a vision.
He just heard us talking several times and was like,
Oh, that'd be a good podcast.
this is
And then it was great when it was on Riotcast. We used to get commercials and
well
whatever. I'm not saying it's not great on wherever we are now, Laugh Button or whatever, but Rob was really, really on top of things. I wonder how Rob is doing.
his podcast is killing it.
Is it?
Hmm.
He was so good. I really liked working with him. He helped us with computer stuff and got us reads and stuff.
Okay,
Anyhow.
great. You're what a speaker. I
I'm
mean,
just-
amazing.
I'm just saying how I liked him.
You when you're on stage, you're funny, right? I mean, I've seen it. I just don't understand what are we doing wrong here that we don't get any of that lighthearted, fun stuff.
I was fun throughout this podcast, telling great stories, fun stories. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, how do you feel about Bobby Kelly being the new
Sidekick TJ.
He's not a sidekick, he's a co-host.
Bobby's great at that. Bobby does, a couple podcasts. Every time we do radio, he's smart.
He's the new co-host
quick.
of The Bonfire.
He's smart.
On
he's
Sirius,
quick.
right?
Yeah, he's
Isn't
smart.
it Comedy Central Radio?
Is it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's smart. He's quick. He's great on radio and on podcast. He's not. I've done a million of them with him, so he's going to be perfect for the job. It's going to be. It'll be great.
We got to be almost done here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll never go on. I won't be able to handle those two, but no, I'm a fan of Big J. I'm a fan of Bobby. So that's great.
You hated Dan Soder.
I never hate. Are you crazy? Here's the thing too, for Bobby, he's a family man. He has a kid, a wife. He loves spending time with them. So
it's a nice foil for
to keep him home, to keep him with his family.
He's sober. Jay is not. It's two sides of the
coin,
I guess.
Yeah, it's two sides of the coin. What would it be? Two sides of a barn? It's two sides of a coin. I gave it to you. It made the saying.
Even when you're right, you're angry.
No, I'm not angry at all.
Really,
I'm not angry.
This anxiety is really killing you.
I'm not angry at all. So
well, explain that tone then. Why is it like when I ask you stuff, you get so mad? Like last night, I found a movie for us. You go, what movie? You got so mad.
I didn't get mad.
Everything I say to you, you get so angry.
No,
you have no lightness anymore. What happened to it?
I have a lot of lightness.
And when anxiety is.
Today it is. Today it is. And then I found out, like, I am so looking forward to working in Vegas because the Brad Garrett's room at the MGM is the best room in Vegas. Is the best room.
Fucking clubs.
Is the best room in Vegas. It was downstairs. You've never been there. It was downstairs. They moved it upstairs, and the room is supposed to be so much better.
Oh, let me tell a story.
But hold on.
Oh.
But the casino has a rule that you can't sell merch on the casino floor, and that's where the room is.
Oh.
So I can't, that's an extra $400 or $500 to play. That's what I gamble with, play with shirt money or CD money. So I guess no gambling. No. I mean, the good thing is I don't have to pack them and sit there and sell them.
These stories are just endlessly fascinating.
But I'm so looking forward to working this room.
I'm surprised you don't have a documentary just on you and your merch.
I fucking worked with Brad there. The nicest guy.
I worked for someone at Foxwoods who asked me to sell their merch.
Oh, tell that story if you want.
No.
A headliner asked you to sell his merch?
Yes. I don't feel like I'm an opening act. I was doing it because I'm friends with them.
Well, you opened.
I know.
I just asked, I was looking for an opener. I asked one guy, and then I remember I liked that girl. She was funny. So I asked her to open for me, Megan Hanley. Remember I worked with her at on my birthday. She's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked her to open for me at Foxwoods.
Wait, you just at
Mohegan.
I guess I won't get to my story.
Oh.
Next time, guys. Thanks so much.
You stopped. I thought you were done.
No, because this is what you do. Okay, let me tell my story.
All right,
okay.
go ahead.
Yesterday, I'd sent in already my first draft of the movie that I am writing. What is that noise? And anyway, they gave me notes back. And so this guy called me yesterday to tell me how good it was that I was doing. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And oh.
I yawned. I was a little tired.
No, I actually was doing it as an example
What?
That you would never put up with me telling these boring stories. But
That's a good story.
No.
Tell it. I liked it.
No.
When you told it to me in the car, I was amazed. I was happy for you. Because that
You don't think I've heard all these stories before 1,000 times? Girl, stop.
Oh, really? About a Impossible Burger being fried? I never even knew
You
that.
did tell me that story. You
No.
immediately told me that story. I believe you told me that story on the phone.
Oh, yeah, I told you it. Yeah, not the
And
podcast.
you have to stop calling me when you're on stage.
You're so funny.
No, because I'm like laying in bed or
That's
whatever.
when you're the funniest. You should do your show in the bed.
It's irritating. Stop.
Well,
And then he goes, "Oh, they were asking for you. They were not."
yes. People
No,
will call
I'm
Bonnie.
sure you're like this with your phone. I gotta call my wife. Oh, nah, maybe I won't. Call her. I know you set it
No.
up. You're not just like out there in the middle of one of your great stories about packing or something. And I take all the coffees.
Oh, is that how
from the room? All the cups. I never bought a cup. Never bought a cup in my life.
Oh, that's my
take
voice?
all the cups from
Keep doing that voice.
Why is that voice?
It's so stupid. It's not my voice. You're like a
It's
troll.
so stupid. It's not my voice.
You're like a troll on
You're
that.
like a troll.
I block them.
I block them.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, yesterday somebody wrote something on your social media. I don't know which one. It was like, "Oh, congratulations on 37 years. I hope you sell that many CDs." I'm blocking
No,
him.
that many seats.
Oh, seats. Oh, I'm blocking him.
Yeah, I'm tired
The
of
guy's being
negativity.
funny.
That's not funny. They're negative.
but why would you take so
Because
much? Why would you even
If
let
you
it
had
in?
20 years of negativity, I mean, a lot of positivity on social
Well, then
media.
you should say, then don't put shit on social media. Because
Who?
guess what?
It brings out negative.
I hate when people do this. They put stuff out. The minute somebody's like, they'll even do this. I watch a lot of home reno shows. They go, tell us what you think of the tiles in the comments, and then people be like,
I don't
it
say
looks
that.
cheap.
I don't say that.
I agree. You don't. It looks cheap. Blah blah blah. Then they go, these haters. Then they'll do a new post. How dare they? It's like,
Well, they
you're
asked for
putting
it.
something out. I know, but just by the mere fact of putting something up for everyone to look at means everyone gets to go, I like or I don't like that. That's the whole thing. That's all of life. You go, I like that coat. I don't like that coat. I like that. I don't like that. I like this mic. I don't like this
That's
thing.
where you're wrong. Because I put up.
And then people go, oh, how dare they
No,
hate?
I
There's
didn't put
not
up-
one. It wouldn't it be lovely if the world was just 100% love all the time? But you're not part of the 100% love.
Oh,
You're
am.
not giving 100%
I don't put
love.
negativity
No,
up.
but when you're standing on stage and you're talking to people in the audience, you do.
No.
Yes,
no.
you do.
I
You
do
put
find-
out negativity
There's-
all the time. Somebody comes up to talk to you that you don't like. I've seen you do it. You go, ugh. Okay.
Not
so-
to their face.
so don't act like you're not sitting. You do it. I do it. I look through. I don't write stuff, but in my head, I'm trolling like a motherfucker.
You're a troll.
This asshole. I think the reason why I understand why trolls do it is because I feel that in myself.
Not me.
So I do have, because people put shit up. People put up 90 fucking pictures a day and then go, how dare someone not like one of my pictures? It's like, or if people aren't liking it, they'll be like, oh, I've been shadow banned. It's like, maybe just nobody likes your fucking post, you fucking weirdo.
What's shadow banned?
It's when supposedly you're not showing up in people's feeds.
Well, I think on Facebook, you only have a certain amount of friends now. They cut it back or something. Only a certain amount of people can see your. I don't know.
Don't even, none of it matters or is real. The algorithm is just some kind of magic river that you either get in or you don't. So
Well,
people sit around trying to figure it out. It's like,
I'm ready to wrap this up.
but no one's 100% positive all the time. If you get mad that someone's talking shit about you and you say to yourself, I have never talked shit about anyone,
No.
it's not true. People talk shit about you. You talk shit about people. That's why I don't get that mad when people talk shit about me. Because I'm like, well, I talk shit about people. I do it too. You know, it's like, it's insanity. It's pure insanity to think no one's going to say something negative on your page.
No, I get that. Of course, but after 20 years,
Then don't look at your comments.
Just like
Then
this,
don't look at your comments.
I
Either put it out and accept that you're putting it out.
It's so hacky. Like whenever every
what?
year I post. Okay, this year I had 37 years sober, and I get that. I knew. Oh, let's drink to that. It's so predictable and hacky.
But these are not people who are your peers. They're not comedy fucking geniuses. Okay, they're just regular people who are writing on your page because somewhere along the way they came in contact with you and liked you enough to follow you, or to spend time writing that down.
Or some of them just do it to troll.
It's fine. I've trolled a few people in my life.
I never did.
Well,
I wish I might set up a dummy account so I can troll people.
Okay.
It won't be me.
Case in point.
It won't be me. It'll be a dummy account.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Oh, what, you going to call me a dummy?
I mean, you were setting me up. I feel like you said it twice so that I'd say it.
No. Anyhow, this weekend I'll be at Laugh It Up Poughkeepsie. Next weekend, Brad Garrett's Comedy Room, MGM Vegas. The week after that, Boca Black Box in Boca. And then Captain Brian's on a Tuesday, Wednesday in March. So, and what does that mean?
I don't know how to sign off. Thank you, everyone.
Don't you have a gig coming up that you want to talk about? You said
it's in April.
Aren't you doing Town Hall also?
Oh, that's Tom Papa's gig.
Yeah, but you're on the show.
I'm his opening act.
That's Town Hall. That's going to be cool. I've worked it. You're going to love it. I don't know if I ever worked Town Hall, but you're going to. Nice.
His audience is fantastic.
Ugh. Only kidding.
But I would never write that on social media.
Why? That's positive.
Ugh.
No, his audience is fantastic.
No, I was
joking. That's why I did it as a joke.
Oh,
a callback.
That's what those people are doing on your page. They're joking.
I would ask Bonnie if she'd like to go out and eat, but would get in a car and she would go, nah. Or, hey, do you want to go to Kohl's? Yeah. And then we get in a park line. She goes, I don't shop here. So I'm not going to ask her to do that kind of stuff. I'm going to go try to work on the fence, even though it's beyond repair, the fence. Don't be sorry.
So sorry.
You're who you are. I'm who I am.
I say we put a whole new fence in.
So do I.
Let's do it.
I say we take out the old one and move it back so we have our extra 20 feet of property.
I agree. Let's do it.
I'll get a price. My friend's coming in to
let's sign off.
I'm going to get the driveway repaved and put a basketball.
Okay.
A half court.
All right, baby.
Is that really?
You can tell me this after.
No, the people want to know.
No, they don't.
I'm going to put a basketball hoop up. People
are trolling you right now. This is the most boring podcast on the planet.
Are you fucking kidding me? It was full of major great stories inside the minds, inside comedy. This had everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Thank you for this.
37. And thank everybody for all the nice, kind words on social media congratulating me on 37 years sober.
Congratulations.
I want to thank everybody. And I want to thank Bonnie for bailing out on all the things she did yesterday. And she learned, don't say yes unless you mean it. Hey, we used to have titles for our podcast.
Can we please?
Wait, do you remember?
I got to do a bunch of shit today.
We used to have titles. Do we have titles anymore for our podcast?
Yes. What are you talking about?
We have titles for the clips. All right.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Ask Nick. He probably makes a title.
So we'll call this title Deep Fried Impossible Burger. Is that too much? Too long?
Oh, well, first of all, if I saw something called Deep Fried Impossible Burger, I would definitely click yes. Let's do this.
Well, you think of a better title. You name a title for this that you think is better, and then I'll name one, and we'll see whose is better.
How about Impossible Marriage?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good day, everyone. Have a great one. Do some 15 minutes of meditation and enjoy your life.
As you meditate, you could do this and roll boogers at the same time. I like throwing them and hearing them
Peace
land.
out.
I like hearing them land
Peace
on
out.
the floor. I'm done. We're done.
La 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 la.
My Wife Hates Me was created and hosted by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button podcast. Subscribe to the podcast by visiting mywifehatesmepodcast.com.
Suicide pact, he's totally sober. She's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.